Hi everyone, I am really excited to do this next video and give you some tips to help relieve your TMJ discomfort. I don't know about you, but I am finding that I am struggling a good bit with my TMJ and my jaw pain these last few weeks. Now, it's obviously no surprise given the amount of stress and anxiety and worry that we've all been under with TMJ. And for those of you who don't know what TMJ is, that's your temporomandibular jaw joint. And sometimes you can have a dysfunction with it, meaning it doesn't function as well as it could or should. The vast majority of the time, it's a result of stress. Occasionally, you'll find clients who have had an incident of whiplash, or even rare, you'll find somebody who was born with a misalignment in their jaw, and then that can also trigger TMJ. Is your face will naturally try and kind of pull things back to where it should naturally be aligned, and that puts stress and strain on the muscles. But the vast majority of the time, we're looking at stress being the number one trigger. For me, 110% stress is my trigger, and it was actually my dentist who picked up on it. I just went for a routine cleaning with the hygienist, and I could not hold my mouth open, and it was as if somebody had taken a nice pick and was trying to jab it through my jaw. And she called the dentist in, and he could see along the side of my tongue I had grooves where at night, now I don't grind my teeth, but I clench. So as I clench at night, it was leaving grooves and indentations on the side of my tongue from the pressure. Now, the only risk with the TMJ really is that over time you can wear down the surface of your teeth. You can crack a tooth, you can chip a tooth. It will give headaches. I can tell that mine's been particularly bad lately because I wake up in the morning in pain. This ear, so everybody you find tends to have a side where they feel it more than the other, and so for me that's my right side. So my ear has been a little bit achy, the pain in my jaw has been impressive. I'll get pain at the back of my neck, and sometimes I'll get headaches. I'm not to that stage yet, but I can feel it starting to shift around to my neck. So a number of things that you can do. I would highly recommend. My dentist actually fit me for a bite guard. Now they're not pretty. I'm hugely claustrophobic, so the process of getting it fit is actually worse than wearing it and using it, and you would be surprised how quickly I actually do get used to it. I don't have to wear it all the time, but I do have to wear it during times like this where I can feel that I've got a flare-up going on. And basically it protects your teeth, so you're not grinding down and clenching down on them, and it also just offsets that jaw just enough where it kind of takes the pressure off and you're not kind of in that constant state of holding. When you are stressed, kind of check in with yourself as well. So I will, when I think about it through the day, I'll kind of check in and see, okay, I might be washing dishes and I'm like this. And it's like, no, okay, breathe. I drop out my shoulders, a couple of neck rolls, and just let that all kind of loosen up, okay? So things you can do at home. Now, when you come in to see me for TMJ massage, it's a completely different experience than what you can do yourself at home, because logistically there are things that are harder to do. Pressure wise, you can't always do it. It's awkward to treat yourself. So, but I just want to give you some tips as to what works for me when things have gotten to the point where I feel like things are just going to crack. Basically, it hurts. So depending upon where your pain is, you'll spend more time in some areas, less time in some areas, but I would recommend kind of doing all of this. And if you've got somebody that you're quarantining with, put them to work, see if they'll help you out. So, because temporomandibular, so those muscles start in the temporalis, right there. Those are the temporalis muscles, and they'll ease down into your jaw. Neck feeds up, that comes around. So everything is connected. It seems pretty obvious and logical. So even starting out, if you're just sitting there watching telly at night, massage those muscles. Then even if you're just doing kind of that section, that's the key. That's what we really focus on. Now, sometimes if you're getting tension headaches and you feel that band of tension, like somebody's just wrapped something around your head and is pulling it really tight, work all the way around as well, okay? And connect to your scalp. So you don't just want to kind of move hair like you're washing hair. That's the biggest pet peeve of mine. Connect and then work those muscles around. So you'll get a much deeper pressure if you kind of connect and work around, okay? And connect and work around, okay? Connect and work around. Nice, slow, meaningful movements. Do it like you mean, like you can just feel the tension start to melt away, okay? Spend as long as you're comfortable doing that. And again, you'll kind of build up to it because you'll find your forearms, your hands, your fingers, they all get tired and quite sore. Next, we'll always work on the face, okay? So I'll always spend some time on the forehead because part of helping ease a TMJ dysfunction and all the discomfort that comes with that is we want to bring your stress levels down, because as you relax, you're going to feel better. So it's a twofold. You want to treat that actual pain, the muscle tightness and tension, but you want to relax everything down because the body just responds better when it's relaxed, okay? So again, if you find that relaxing, spend some time on that, okay? Again, I find it's really kind of that area, okay? And like I'll even get a roll, I'll get like a knot right there, and that's where my trouble spot is. And then like I say, that it's almost like it then starts to back up into my ear. So you find a lot of people, not a lot of people, but I do have clients with TMJ who find their hearing is a little bit dull. It'll flare up tinnitus. You might have drainage issues as well, especially this time of the year. You've got hay fever season, so things, it's like the volume on all your discomfort gets turned up, if you know what I mean. So again, you can use 2 fingers, 3 fingers, thumbs. What do you find most comfortable? Don't put extra strain on your body either, and just start nice back at the ear and circular motions, okay? You can go forwards or backwards, whatever you find is easier. But again, you can go really deep. Like you can see that blanching, that color change on my cheek, okay? Because I use a tremendous, as much pressure as I can get in there. I will work and work and work. And you can see they're not fast movements. I'm not going hell for leather like I'm on a race or anything. I want to connect right there to that spot. For me, that's my spot. And sometimes you can hold it. Sometimes you need to breathe through it. And then massage that out and ease back out of it. Shift just a millimeter. Come back in and around like you mean it. Ease back out of it. So for the most part with TMJ, you're going to work on kind of this back half of your cheek, so to speak, okay? Now come all the way down on your jawline and do both sides, okay? Because you're always going to find, so even though I wake up and this is in pain and I feel it during the day, as soon as I start working on this side, it's really tender too. So you don't want to leave one out. But if you find you've got a side that's really giving you a fit right now, spend more time on that, okay? And again, we just want to keep this simple, so you're more likely to do it, okay? But again, you'll find you're putting a lot of tension and tightness in your forearms, okay? So be sure to shake everything out, okay? Nice big breath in. And again, just envision everything relaxing and that stress melting away. Same thing with your neck. So these muscles feed right down. So even when you come in to see me for a TMJ massage, it's head, it's face, it's neck, shoulders, up into the head, and a little bit more, okay? So again, as much as you can get a hold of, and again, you want to push in, you want to connect in deep circles. Another really good thing for back and shoulders is if you have a tennis ball, or I happen to have one of these, just a massage ball, you know, you can put that between yourself and a wall and really lean it, sink into it and rotate that around. The key to this though is don't put it on your spine, okay? It's just not comfortable. It's not particularly safe, but those nice big muscle groups on either side of the spine, roll it up and down that. So you can start as low down as your back. Say if you've been doing a lot of walking or running, work your hips out as well, and just roll this up and down the back, but particularly for the TMJ. So even if you find just rolling that and rolling that and roll in that, and work your way up and roll and roll and roll. And sometimes it's easier to hold something versus trying to get your thumb in, okay? Now, usually you'll find neck work is some of the most painful work, okay? Anybody who's ever been into me for this knows. We have kind of a love-hate on this one. They love how they feel afterwards, but they hate it during. And again, base of your skull, so just there, almost where your head meets your neck. And again, can roll and roll. And if you don't have a tennis ball or massage ball, just up, okay? So up in that, and connect and roll, and circles. Just think everything's circular, okay? And again, a lot of people will carry that tightness and tension in there, especially if you've been getting tension headaches from the stress. You can also gently kind of drop your shoulders, lean your head to the side. Don't force it. Don't be pulling on yourself or trying to crack your neck or anything like that. Just hold. Let your head drop forward and around, back to the other side. And you'll find you usually have a side that's tighter than the other, okay? So even though my jaw pain is on this side, my neck pain is on this side. Everything kind of counterbalances. And just hold. So the key to any kind of shoulder, neck, face, head work, be deliberate, be slow, be connected, and just really work that out. Other things that I find give me relief, when this gets really bad and I am waking up with headaches and they're just not easing, in the evenings I will lay on a hot water bottle. Now, when you're using a hot water bottle, particularly with the face, you don't want it to be screaming fresh boiled hot. Okay, so either partially boil it, so where it's nice and warm, or if you boil it, let it sit for a while, and then just lay that side. That gives a tremendous amount of relief. The other thing as well is as soon as you are able to go to your dentist, I would highly, highly recommend getting one of these. I didn't think I would like it at all. I actually love wearing it. It makes me feel a ton better. If though you have any specific questions, if you have something really specific going on that's causing you pain or discomfort, or you have more questions, please do send me a message. Like I say, this is just kind of a highlighted view. So again, you want to work those temporalis muscles on the side of your head, or anywhere you've been feeling that tension and tightness, and you want to feel your scalp itself move. Your scalp is a muscle. We're all covered in muscle. So move that muscle, move that. Okay, not just the hair, move that. Same thing, side of the head, and then you'll find you just naturally drift down, following the outline of your jaw. I tend to do this in the evening when we're watching TV, and I'll just sit there and circle, and already that tenderness is eased out so much. So again, don't be afraid to get in there. You can see the pressure and really work that very deeply, okay? Follow your neck down, okay? And the only thing I would say with the neck is you're not gonna press there, okay? Keep it to the sides, okay? Follow that natural outline of that trapezius muscle. And again, if you have a tennis ball, a massage ball, something like that, you can get in there and really roll that around good. It feels amazing, okay? And take a break. Don't do it all at once. Don't feel you have to spend forever doing this. Just even 10 minutes will make a huge difference to how you're feeling. But like I say, if you have any questions at all, do let me know.